I still remember the profoundly moving effect that music like this had on me as a kid. I wish I could still feel like that. It's weird to look back at a game like Final Fantasy IV, or of course as it's known Elseways 2. Because it was our second... I don't... Yeah. The point is, it's weird to look back at a game like that and find it so corny and chintzy and cheesy and... feels like kid stuff. Which I guess is appropriate because as a kid it seemed like the most profound fucking thing. Such a moving game to me at the time, even just the sound of this music, the orchestral tones of it. Like, I wish it still stirred those same feelings in me after all these years. Almost still does, it wants to. But in any case, it still sure is nice to listen to. I know I've been over it before, I know I keep saying it, but I feel bad for people who don't get into video games and think they can't be art. They will never know what they're missing out on. But anyway, we're going way back today. So you know that there Legend of Zelda video game? No, not the one where you crucified the Korok monster. I mean, when I was 1 year old. Not even. Well, even that was a super fancy effect for the time. That nighttime shift there? The Legend of Zelda. Many years ago, Prince Darkness Ganon stole one of the Triforce with power. Princess Zelda had one of the Triforce with wisdom. She divided it into 8 units to hide it from Ganon before she was captured. Go find the 8 units, Link, to save her. And here you go. Here's everything in the game. God, how did this franchise start here? Holy shit. Speaking of extremely profound experiences, maybe nothing will ever make me feel like Ocarina of Time did. I mean, even, I think I've said before, I think A Link to the Past was the first game I ever really felt fully immersed in. That was when they really made Hyrule feel like a living place. And it started here. Ganon had 3 N's in his name. Please look up the manual for details. You know what? I was going to do that. I forgot. Hang on. I'm going to vim.net right now. And I'm looking up that manual. I don't think I'm going to bother trying to put it on screen for you right now. But when this game says have the manual handy, it's not playing around. So I owned this game, but I had a bum cartridge. The battery-backed memory was not battery-backed. I lost my progress anytime it was taken out of the system. So I never beat it. Like, I know a decent enough amount about the game. I will probably remember where a lot of secrets and shit are. But yeah, I never managed to stick with one save long enough. Whoopee. Long enough to actually beat it. Which brings us here today. Can I survive the OG Legend of Zelda, the. I still like the silver arrows better than the light arrows. Kent says, Ocarina was my first Zelda, but I think Majora was a firm experience for me, though Wind Waker is what sold me on Zelda as a whole. Yeah, completely fair. Damn, if we're talking about feelings, nah, Majora is the one that really got me in all of the feels. Alright. Nothing for it, we're doing this. Elimination mode! You know how old this game is? It actually uses the select button on the menus. Doesn't really matter what you name yourself. You know, I didn't notice until somebody pointed it out that, Breath of the Wild was the first Zelda that does not let you rename Link. Which is probably because they had voice acting in it. But anyway. Here we are. Kingdom of Hyrule. the majesty and, like, beauty of the Kingdom of Hyrule is largely implied in this game. So here's my shitty wooden sword. Link has a cross on it because he's a Christian. No, really, Christianity was going to be, like, the main religion of the Zelda universe at the time. Here's some other trivia. They had to make up the Zelda main theme, like, very shortly before the game's release. They had originally used Raphael's Bolero, which I would probably know if I heard, but I can't place right now. And then they found out that Raphael's Bolero was actually still covered by copyright, so they couldn't use it. And so, like, these ever so iconic Zelda main theme that we all know had to be, like, rushed to get into the game. So there's the good shield. I need that candle as soon as I can get it. We can just buy keys? That's worth keeping in mind. So I intend to go through... I'm not like, looking up a... Oh, pardon me, I'm gassy. I'm not, like, looking up a walkthrough or anything here. I intend to do this as close to just old style as I can. I'm sure I will need help with something at one point. Right, maybe Big Shield can block those... Ow! Zora fireballs. Maybe. Ah! Jeez. No, it's like I'm still playing friggin' Tears of the Kingdom, like, you know... Where's the Great Fairy at? Oh my god. TechPaint says Raphael's Bolero was set to enter public domain like a month later. They had to replace the theme literally overnight. Oh, that's interesting. This version of the cartridge that I have in my NES here didn't have the notice on screen about holding the reset button as you turn the game off. Must have like a later revision, or perhaps an earlier one. Right, so... Here's another interesting thing to consider about The Legend of Zelda. This wasn't really much of a genre of game at the time. Like, if you think about it, this game was kind of a continuation, like, the next closest relative I can think of it at the time is, like, Adventure for Atari. You know what I mean? That thing where there's, like, the goofy dragon and the Grail, you're just a dot that moves through a maze, that shit. So that was another way in which the NES at the time blew our minds. Babies. Kent says, fun fact, my grandmother was so into the Zelda ads that she had a copy reserved at a store before release. It's a big thing in my house. Yeah, I believe The Legend of Zelda was, as Kent points out, also the first cartridge that had a battery-back memory, so you can keep your save. So let's just not mess with the Zoras right now. I'm pretty much just wandering around. Obviously. It also says Zelda was also going to be in more of a cyberpunk setting in the original design docs. Breath of the Wild and onwards might actually be tapping into that a bit. That's interesting. Another thing I did not know. I still think the Christianity thing is weird. Like, no, there's official art of Link, like, kneeling before, like, a statue of the Virgin Mary and shit. Like, that cross thing is not coincidence. No, that's the Jesus cross. I think the franchise is better with the made-up gods. Although I wish we got more- well, hold on. I was gonna say I wish we got more about, you know, the 3 gods. But then there's the GBA Oracle games, but those weren't the gods- no, those were just people who had similar names and themes to the goddesses as far as I know. You don't have to look very hard to find Dungeon 1, it's just here. I don't know, I think I've been over those Oracle games, it didn't do much for me. I don't want to argue about them, I'm sure they're fine. I know Vinny liked them, but I'm just saying, yeah. For me, they missed the mark on several levels. And as someone who am generally pro-Capcom, that's hard for me to say, but you know. Just not, I'm not sure if Capcom got it. Anyway, we're not talking about those games. You know what? It's kind of a false equivalency in my brain, but some of the things that you find in Tears of the Kingdom actually reminded me of these statues a little bit. The emitter doodads, and they look like unicorn heads and shit. They made me think of these. Key. So yeah, level 1, dungeon 1 takes it easy on you. You're kind of still getting used to moving around and doing stuff. So this dungeon I've done who knows how many times, having started the game over who knows how many times. There are some weird creepy ass statue designs. Ken says, to be fair, a lot of Japanese writing tends to use imagery and such for surface level visual flavor. Yeah, Western viewers took crosses, whereas you just thought the crosses looked kind of cool. It's hard to say exactly how far they were going with the Christianity thing. I think that's something only Miyamoto would know. But yeah, let's also keep in mind, well, it's like, it's the same way Japan is with Christmas, the holiday. Like, keep in mind that Christianity has only really been a thing in Japan for not that long. Like, probably like a little post-World War II is when, you know, when they're westernizing broadly, is when that started gaining any amount of traction. There's something I'm probably gonna want to spoil about Tears of the Kingdom. But not right now. I will see a thing in this game, and I will point out how excited I am about it. Eastmost Peninsula is the secret. That is... These are what counts for hints in this game. This game is, I mean, well, it's Legend of Zelda on the... Whoa! That's right, you can poke that guy, it makes the fire angry. I mean, this is Legend of Zelda on the NES, yeah, like, the hints are very cryptic. This game took its puzzling quite seriously. And again, this is, I mean, same time period as, like, text adventure games, you know what I mean? Like, ultra cryptic is just the way adventure games were. Alright, this is the Eagle Dungeon. They're all shaped like something. Hi, Tommy. Yep, there he is. There's Zelda. Zelda was a boy the whole time. Talk to the graveyard duck to live longer. I feel like I should recognize that reference. Also, before the invention of good translations, highly true, yes. Wait a minute, you get the boomerang somewhere in here. Ken says, I wonder if it's better in Japanese because these character limits just aren't conducive to good English. Also possible, yeah, I wouldn't know. Obviously, I know some trivia about this old game, but not that much. What is in here, I wonder? I hope you like this music loop, by the way. Yeah, you do get the bow in here as well. So, hold on, do you not get the boomerang in here? I thought, maybe boomerang is Dungeon 2. I thought it was here. I don't know. I feel like I'm talking next to my microphone instead of into it. Hello, it is I, the internet. Try to recycle, okay? See, I'm already really wishing I had that step ladder. I'm really not sure how great my mental image, my mental map of Greater Hyrule is. Yeah, here's where you get boomerang, yeah? Yeah. So this bow does no good to me until I buy arrows. Which is to say, put a down payment on arrows as a concept, and then still pay for individual arrows. Here are the wall masters. Seen here actually coming out of walls. This guy, I don't remember what he's called. on, I'm curious. I'm gonna look it up. It's all in the instruction booklet. The enclosed instruction book. Oh, here's a partial map of Hyrule right here, actually. Yeah, there's this Dungeon 1 right now. That is a Aquamentus, a type of dragon that some call a unicorn. As well as having lots of attacking power, it's a fearful opponent. It emits mean beams. Hold on, that ball snake is the Moldorm in this game? I think the Moldorm was that annoying ball snake in A Link to the Past as well. One that bounces you off the top of the tower. Makes you say Scrungus words. Anyway. Right, so I already mentioned how much I need the candle, but now I need arrows as well. Better find somebody I can play a money-making game with. Those are pea-hats. I believe the manual describes them as the ghosts of plants. Hang on, I gotta look this up again. We're gonna get this a lot. Rope. The snakes are called rope. A pea-hat has little attacking power. This is the ghost of a flower that bounces and flutters around the place. Link can eliminate it only when it's standing still. And then I got to thinking of the history of pea-hats, and I remembered the scary ones from Ocarina, and then I remembered the goddamn sea-hats. The sea-hats are one of my least favorite enemies from any game. I hate them so much. A lot about Wind Waker puts me on edge, man. Last time I tried to enjoy that game, I had a hell of a time getting into it because of the Great Sea, which is to say where the entire game takes place, makes me extremely nervous. Right, I picked up some bombs as well. You don't have to unlock those, you just gotta find some. These are Tektites. We all know Tektites. There's something going on with that rock over there. You need the power bracelet for that? I'm gonna try and bomb it and waste my bomb and say Scrungus. Scrungus. Yeah, some of these I know you can nudge if you have the power bracelet. I do not remember where you get the power bracelet. Pretty close to the starting point here again. Now, Garfield. Boomerang is nice to have anyway. For as iconic as all the music tracks that are in this game are, there's only a couple of them. There's like title screen, there's overworld, there's dungeon, there's last dungeon, there's ending. That's, I think, it. Alright, time to start remembering where some holes is. The good news is I'm pretty sure once you blow up a wall and find a secret entrance... I think that's permanent. I believe that stays open. Alright, here we go. Money-making game. Did not make money. The house always wins. I didn't almost make money. Well, now I can't even afford money-making game. Freaking money-making game. What a weird point in the timeline this Hyrule is in. Hyrule is now inhabited only by strange old rotund men who hide in caves, sealed off from the outside world, and scam you with money-making game. It's the only career path still open in Hyrule. Llama says, gambling correctly bad. Not untrue, and yet guess the total number of rupees you can carry in this game. Like, if you had to, like, wager a guess what your maximum rupee capacity in this game is, what would it be? Hello? This is the Smiling Woman Cave. 99, good guess. It is actually 255. Yeah, actually 99 is a very good guess considering there's only room for 2 characters next to the X, but then the third digit just overwrites the X. It's fine. I sip. So here's a talking point. CD Projekt Red is going on about how they're releasing a DLC for Cyberpunk pretty soon. And when I heard this noise, needless to say, the very first thing I said was, fix the goddamn game first. And unconfirmed reports, preliminary first impressions of this DLC would indicate that it does in fact fix the goddamn game. Apparently there are not only fixes, but like sweeping overhauls to stupid things about the game. Overhauls to like the skill tree system, so instead of like 3% better damage with assault rifles, you actually get like new abilities and skills and shit. Expansions to cyberware. Your stats will now live on your cyberware instead of on your clothes. Upgrades to cyberware so you can ragdoll punt people with your gorilla arms. Overhauls to the way the police respond. Sounds like they're fixing a lot of shit. So I'm cautiously hopeful that this may be the update that actually elevates the game all the way to good. Here's a fairy. That's a fairy. You have to squint a little bit. I would say pretend you're viewing this on a CRT screen, but it doesn't really help. Kant says the question is... Are the improvements going to be paid only? No. Purportedly, yeah, the improvements to the game are coming to the base game as well. But that the DLC will add another ending. At least one other ending. Again, these are hearsay, these are unconfirmed reports. Based on somebody who said they got like a preliminary copy of the DLC and said that they were really impressed by it. I don't know who the person was. Hence, cautiously hopeful that this will make the game good. Because it does deserve to be good, you know what I mean? Like, there's some good game hidden in there. I know I've been over it before, like, I give it an overall C+ score as it is, like, the game's not unenjoyable, it just needs work. And I'm relieved to hear that it may actually be getting that work. So here are the Armos. How does the manual describe the Armos? A soldier who has been turned into a stone statue. He moves and attacks if touched by Link. He has a fair amount of attacking power, so don't get bumped into by him. And one of these guys is sitting on a staircase. Whoa, he's fast. Yeah, no shit. So there's the blue ring. We would like to have the blue ring. That turns Link into kind of whitish instead of blue, but it makes his defense considerably better. And here's the bait. No, it just looks like meat, but it's baked. Need the bait for a pretty specific purpose. Yep, come back there with a full-ass wallet. Is this place on my map? Nope, I'm pretty far north of this, I think. Yeah, so alright, I was in the process of finding walls to blow up. because I need to find some old ones who will sell me heart containers. Meet the old man at the grave. Yeah, I think some of these hints are cryptic accidentally. Like, you would think Eastmost Peninsula is the secret. It's actually reasonably straightforward. And yet, as I think about it, I'm not 100% sure what that means. You know what? Maybe I do know what that's referring to. Get ready to swear at me. I'm gonna try money making game one more time. Gotta say, I am still enjoying me that gosh darn Tears of the Kingdom video game, though. That is still some awfully good video game. I'm glad, in like a wholesomeness point of view, that the game is good. I'm glad everybody is enjoying Tears of the Kingdom. Hooray! I made money. I better get the candle before I get the gosh darn arrows. It's just, we all waited so long for Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm glad that it is meeting everybody's expectations. Or exceeding mine, because I, you know, had so little idea what I was getting into on purpose. I ran into a few things in that game that surprised me in a good way. Alright, so the candle lets us do this. Once per screen. If you want the candle again, you gotta move and then come back. Presumably because of all the residual EMP in the area, preventing further uses. But with this you can burn bushes. Ken says, I have a feeling some of my main complaints aren't going to be addressed. As I recall, you really hated the weapon durability. I don't think you need to worry about that as much. I'm actually having like a too many good weapons problem. Oh, it's a secret to everybody. 10. But that's spoiling too much. The way my inventory is right now, any old thing I can pick up, I can, like, pretty much instantly turn into a good weapon. I know one of these you can burn. Pretty sure, anyway. And that one. Oh, get out of here. Yep, see, here's some good Zelda 1 game design for you. I know you can burn a bush around here. No asterisk. But I do not recall which. Actually, isn't one of these a dungeon? Yeah. No. Take any one you want. So do you want the permanent increase to your maximum health, or do you want a one-time use, regain some health? Actually, I think it's two-time use. And I will want one of those before I go into endgame, because that last dungeon will kick your ass. That's probably a couple streams ahead of us. Ow. These are levers. I've only been into one dungeon in Tears of the Kingdom, but I can say it was not bad. It was still brief, but it felt more like a dungeon than the Ancient Beasts did. Question, where can I buy arrows? I don't remember. As I suspected though, I'm doing a decent job of remembering what you can burn. Ow. Ow. That was an inconclusive burn. Dang. Not sure if any of us remember a damn thing about this. Says Techbane. Right, alright. you can definitely burn. Was it this one? No. Arrows were 80 rupees anyway, weren't they? Get out of here. Oh, nice. I kind of forgot about all these secrets to everybody's... Alright, I want arrows. Yeah, I was right. All the walls that you bomb and bushes that you burn stay permanently open. So that's pretty nice. Ow! Don't burn yourself. Candles are dangerous. Don't know that you can burn anything there. Ow! You can't pick up rupees with your sword in this game? Yeah. I don't know if you can burn any of these either, but, you know, why not be thorough? That was too thorough. I had a thought in my head a second ago. I don't know where it went. Whoop. Here's something you need the power bracelet for. I believe this is actually like a fast travel point. Or you can nudge one of those out of the way. No. No. Dicks. So I'm actually, like, distracted thinking about Tears of the Kingdom now and what a good video game it is. I still have not unlocked a god-dang Great Fairy, though. That has been my next item of business for the last, like, 7 or 8 items of business. I heard about a shirt that I wanted to get, the rest was history. Next thing you know, I'm farming for rice. Racking up those hearts, though. Oh, are you kidding me with this? Breath of the Wild prequel, says Soup. Exactly that, yes. I'm almost sure there's a bombable wall in this mess somewhere. I feel like I'm getting further away from buying arrows. So yeah, this is exactly like Tears of the Kingdom. I better get that thing done. 12 hours later. I only have 1 bomb left, I don't want to guess. Tits. Hey, nice. You like how that ocean wave sound loops every time you enter? Yeah, arrow. Arrowed. You have to, it's the law. I don't make the rules. Hey, how many bombs do I get for 20 rupees? I'm gonna guess 4. You bastard. Alright, well, now I have bow and arrow, so that's pretty nice. But the downside is each arrow you shoot, like, you don't keep track of a number of arrows. You just get billed for the arrow. Every time you fire, you lose 1 rupee. Ow. These are moblins. These are still how I think of moblins. Oh, 8 is my maximum bomb capacity. That I didn't know. Yes, these arrows are powered by capitalism. That's why Hyrule collapsed. This is dungeon. Whoa! Level 8. Let's not be in level 8 right now. I thought it was 3. Alright. Damn dicks! The Link from the cartoon show was known for his gratuitous profanity. Remember the episode where he got shot in the face by a mob and he was like, "Motherfucker!" I don't think there are any burn bushes here. Whoa! Ah. It says, I always knew princess was a swear word. How to be a kid again and not know that everything you were viewing was bad. Dude, and like anything Nintendo connected that wasn't specifically a game, any piece of merch or other media or anything pertaining to Nintendo at the time was like a holy grail thing for me as a kid. Why am I so gassy tonight? Spend this entire stream in like a perpetual burp. Burp! Blocking those arrows is a complex sequence of 3 button presses. You do it so many times in a row like that. Certifies me as a rat of the extreme gamer. Everything's a secret to everybody around here. I wonder if you can decline a secret to everybody and save it for later. Like if you're maxed out on rupees and you wander into a secret to everybody cave, I wonder if you can like just not take it and come back for it. Yeah. Oh my god. So, this seems like a decent time to bring up that I do not remember where dungeon level 2 is. Says, I think so, that's where I am with that as well. Like, I could probably just leave it. Nice. Dude, that fairy only restored, what was that, 3-4 hearts? That's not even like a magical skeleton key or anything, that's just a key. They're interchangeable in this game. Dungeon ways, I mean. Can I have the rupee? It's just for display only, kid, get out of here. Alright, yep. I mean, I said that we're doing this old school, so yeah, we're just playing throwing bombs at things and seeing if anything happens. That's how we did back in the day. Unless we had Nintendo power. Wait a second. Show this to the old woman. Is that the smiling woman who did nothing? Whom I met earlier? Because I'll be goddamned if I remember where that was either. Zeor was just out to lunch. Is this Eastmost Peninsula? Eeny, meeny, miny, flarp. Ah, screw you. Because if this is Eastmost Peninsula, then there's your secret. Whoa. hell? I wonder if I should be saving up for that ring now. I got to that cave up there, and for a second I thought I was getting the white sword. Ow. Nice. This, I think, is going to be another heart container. Wiener. Yep. So I should get one of those potions to have again later on, because I'm not that confident in my ability to endure Ganon's assorted onslaughts. Ow. Mistakes were made, mistakes were made. Secret is in the tree at the dead end. I wonder if that was actually what I just did. I don't know. Who can tell? Am I at Death Mountain now? Is that where I am? This loops, doesn't it? Or does it kind of loop and then stop looping? Yes. Is this the one with the extra fake entrance for some reason? Not fake, but extra real entrance for some reason, yeah. There's a staircase and then the regular entrance to the dungeon. They're completely interchangeable. I think the way the beeping drowns out the primary music track is actually kind of a fog of war effect. That's just like the blood rushing in Link's ears. Right, these Pul's voice and still hate arrows. These are called Pul's voice because there was supposed to be some sort of microphone attachment to the NES. You were supposed to yell into it to explode these enemies. Anyway, I don't really need to be here in level 5. I guess I just wanted to see if anything extremely interesting jumped out. Ah, penis. Link's a dead man. Wait a minute, there's the waterfall. That's specifically where I wanted to... More specifically, it was on the Famicom controller and they were too cheap to bring it stateside. More stuff I did not know. There's a Lionel. I guess I can see what they're supposed to look like. I always thought they looked like little Scotty dogs. No, okay. Get it. Come back here, you fat, nasty trash. I swear to God. Oh, you been... Garf. Get in the... Pay me and I'll talk. This is absolutely a scam. This ain't enough to talk. Yeah. Okay, look, I am pretty loaded right now, so... Go up the... Ah, goddamn you. It was a secret I already knew. I'm pretty sure you can bomb a wall right there, but it doesn't do you any good. Let's see how the step ladder morning. Spoiler, this is a step ladder in this game. I remember that river bent. Hold on, I think there's a secret on the left side over there. Yeah. Oh, I'm here again. You know what? Let me consult my enclosed instruction book. Yep, so that's where level 2 labyrinth is. It's directly across eastways from the first one, but kind of a roundabout path. I think that's a fairy fountain right there, though. could use that. Yeah, maybe I'll survive all the way over there. Bah! Bah! Bark! How do you get that white sword anyway? I remember it not being too complicated. Don't you do it. Safe. Alright, what's it doing? Right, I wanted to look for the old lady again. Remember that old lady? Me neither. I just remember I went into a thing and I was confused by the old lady. Were you a secret to everyone? Yeah. Zords are tough. Or as the manual would say, those Zolas are mean. Yeah, not this old lady, the other one. I'm not enjoying myself. It's not like, the decision to play this game has resulted in immediate, palpable agony. So, that's what passes for good news in my world these days. Yeah, I found her. Ah. Fine. Yeah, so the red is the two-use one. Good to know. Alright, stop going this way. I'm gonna go for Dungeon 2. Got 107 rupees in my pocket. I got 8 bombs in my other pocket. I got 1 key in the other pocket. Everybody out of the goddamn way. I've got a hat full of bomb, a fist full of penis, and a head full of empty. Nah, I don't want to read that comment. I don't like that one. No, you're too expensive. If it's good enough for Weird Al, I mean, fair. I feel like the last couple of Weird Al polkas had like a subtle undertone of, can you believe this is the shit that people listen to these days? Or I might have just been perceiving it that way. I could swear he was secretly saying that. I'm almost sure I want to burn one of these. Did you know Juneteenth is a holiday? Apparently it's actually like a state holiday here in DE. It's honestly like a new thing. Oh, go to balls. Or repair you live in a bush! Anyway, yeah, in respectable states, it's actually a reasonably serious holiday, I guess. Techman says exactly. Do you have any idea how hard it is to repair a bush? I know you can burn shit around here. Bring around your pokes you. It's pointy and pokes you. It's like poke links, like ow! Yeah, I don't know if you can burn any of these. I'm just gonna go back and forth and try and burn everything and see what we get. It's interesting how I remember a few of them. Clearly not enough of them. You do eventually get a red candle. Which smells like sunset. It can be used twice per screen. I think I'm wasting time here. Whoop! I said the magic words. Yeah, Zeus. Soup says the story of Link the Arsonist. You can burn some shit pretty good in that there Tears of the Kingdom video game there that I enjoy. Now really, I am very impressed with how the game iterated on everything in Breath of the Wild. It expanded on everything, both the things that needed expansion and the things that didn't. It's such a good damn game. Eh. Burns. There's gotta be something here you can burn, though. This isn't very fun. Yet this game was ambitious enough and interesting enough. At the time, we all loved it. Clock. What are you? Frames. See, back in the day, we didn't know what a frame rate was. We got our frames by mail. We liked it. Nintendo would sell you a drawing of Zelda. We would think we were lucky, and we were. I'm saving my money for the blue ring at this point, as long as the game's just gonna be throwing, like, dump trucks of rupees at me. May as well invest in my own survival. If I can ever find where that store was again. Ow. Yeah, it's up north here, isn't it? I think I'm way off from Dungeon 2 again. I don't know that, like, side walls are ever bombable, or I think they're always going to be on an upward, up wall, north, sideways, there. I am Zeor. I speak the word good on my internet entertainment stream. Hey, at least I wasn't actually an English major. Help. No. Although that shield is more affordable here than it was at the other place. Alright, hang on. Yeah, I already knew that wasn't a thing. Oh, easy. As long as I'm loaded. Return of Ganon. No, he's still here. Right, there's also a game over screen music. Thankfully, the penalty for dying is pretty minimal. You go back here, that's about the worst thing that happens to you. Wait a second. How had I not already done that one? Yeah, you know what? This is officially my mission now. Go ahead and get that blue ring. Click like. That should make the rest of this game much more palatable for me. Where am I? I am... okay. I'm going back to the ferry. I think I do remember doing that as a Ute. The sword beam shoot is still pretty good sound design though, isn't that a neat sound? I don't know why I came in here, I don't know what I expected. So here's the desert. The vast expanse of the Hyrule Desert. Here's... hold on. Uh-huh. Medicine woman again, good to know. I wonder if that thing that it gave to the other lady unlocked that one as well, or that one is always activated. You may never know. Yeah, Stream Brain is activate. And here I am thinking maybe I can find my way back to the Blue Ring shop. The boxes are fun. Really though, only 8 bombs? That feels bad. So, was it or was it not he? Okay, this is a different here than I was thinking of. Yeah, not that way. Pay me for door repair. God. Hate being right. Everybody in this Hyrule's a scammer. So, Namitsu wasn't here. You know what, I think I'm proving my point though, like this is how the Legend of Zelda was. It's easy to lose sight of that when you're used to, you know, speedrunners completing the game in 20 minutes on games done quick. Like, nah, man, this is how we played the game back when the game was the game. And again, you know, it's not like I'm hating my life right now. Gotten awfully used to things just being straightforward and fed to me, but I didn't remember that there were all these medicine ladies around. That's good to know. I might not necessarily need to hoard my potion, but we all know I will anyway. Yeah, it's a little frustrating when you remember the thing that you want to find, but then you do not remember where to find it. Go. No, that sentence is grammatically correct. I stand by it. Do not remember where find go. Up, up, up was Dungeon 5, I think. I don't think I actually went in here. I saw the Lionel and I went the other way. Choost. Lionels are probably my favorite Zelda enemy. Ah, no shit. Well, here it is. Yeah! Power! It's a real sword. Like, alright, Link, I think we can take those training wheels off you. It says a whole ass sword. No, it's not an ass sword. That's Jork 20 every 5. Where in the great googity gosh was that store? I remember I can blow up the wall over there. That is the thing I remember. Loot back around to the desert. I must be getting confused. It must be out to the west somewhere. I was thinking it was by a coast. Am I wrong? I must be wrong. Anyway, big quality of life improvement, obviously. I can now reliably kill things with my sword that fights other people's bad guys. Ow! Thomas says you found it, the master using the sword. Here's a fun fact. A Link to the Past invented the Master Sword. Master Sword isn't in this game. You didn't get any other swords in Zelda 2. That game was freaking weird. You just had the skin sword for the whole game. No, I will not retract that statement. We have to live with it now. You're not Dungeon 2, are you? No, Dungeon 2's way up the other way. You're dungeon 3. Okay. Not looking for you right now. Dink. Dink. I actually found another mobile game. This is apropos of nothing. That I'm kind of enjoying called Squad Alpha. Like, notably I saw, like, an ad for it that actually showed, like, real... Let's test this theory. Like, real, like, gameplay from the game? Like, the ad actually was just the game? Okay, yeah, you can save these secrets to everybody for later. And it's just kind of a run around and shoot the guys game, and it's pretty neat. Seems fine. I don't want to pay you 50 rupees. You're gonna tell me to bomb the Dodongos or some shit. Here's the Lost Woods. I do not want to be at the Lost Woods. Good remembrance, Z. More secrets to everybody. I'm just trying to find a place to offload my rupees. Doing the best we can. We're just a humble NES. Oh no. You gotta be able to burn, right? Burn. Yeah, burn. Secrets to everybody. Alright, so come back around to the brown tree region if you need money again, because everybody around here is secrets to everybody. You're not a fairy. I remember who you are. This is a spot to remember for later. Yeah, it does feel good to actually do some decent damage with the sword, at least. I don't know if you can burn any of those. But I'm gonna try anyway. That's how you know something's flammable, just try it. Science with Uncle Zeor. Yeah, here's the place. Alright, yeah, I was a little off. It looks a lot like the far eastern coast. So that was confusing my remedial little brain. But now I need to farm some more rupees. I need 10 more. Doing shit, Armos, come get it. Yeah. Yeah, take that, sidestep. Link, how'd it go? Fuck. Apparently I really do- oh, and then I get hit by that. Well, ain't this a kick in the dick. Okay, I can just farm these Armos at least. Maybe. Do they even drop rupees? Yeah, it looks like they don't drop anything. Wonderful. Okay. Alright, well, I know where the place is now. That counts for something. I think. So yeah, here's the... okay. Ow! Just the river with the bridge and the pain and the Zora and the glaving. Meh. Get out of here. I'm kind of wishing I'd taken one of those secrets to everybody. You know, I don't remember where I must have played Zelda 2. I know I played Zelda 2 at some point, but not very much of it. God. Nobody played much Zelda 2. I am interested in playing that, like the Game Maker port or whatever it was. Maybe at some time. Zelda 2 Ultra Enhanced HD. It's interesting that they'd never made an attempt to, like, actually remake these first couple Zelda games, isn't it? You'd think they would do that at least to get rid of the Christianity. Beckman says, I legitimately had no idea Zelda 2 existed until well after playing Ocarina of Time. No kidding. No, I got my hands on it at some point. Yeah, it didn't interest me though. The pacing of it was all wrong. Did not like the overworld. CDI remaker bust, says Soup. This guy's over here just watching the world burn. Tickman says, was going through my old Nintendo Power issues, saw a tiny mention of it in the back of one issue, said, huh, well, I wonder why that never came out. Minutes later, what? Yeah, that must have been a mind blow. No, I definitely knew about Zelda 2. Alright. I'm going to navigate left-handedly, whilst I have a sip. Because I'm a pro gamer, I can do this. Ah, products. You'd think this would not be a tenable way to run a shop here in this weirdly desolate Hyrule. Got it. I'll sell everything at prohibitive prices, and I'll hide under a living statue that kills everybody who gets near it. There we go, Styling Lake. I've always liked this, like, once in a while you see things refer to this off-white color. And I've kind of always liked that look for Link. Let's see if I can get into Dungeon 2 now. With all this dinking around so that... not that way. Alright, so if I can find Dungeon 1... I like how it even changed the color of my blip on the world map there. So even that's... Wow, did you see that? Didn't even hurt. The ring is your armor in this game. It improves your defense. And Ganon has the red one. He's not even using it. He just likes to have it around. Ganon is spelled with 2 N's in this game. God, that is so much better. Alright, we're going into Dungeon 2, and I already have twice the offense and twice the defense. I think I've actually made decent decisions here. Whether or not I made those decisions intentionally, you decide. The red ring that makes you stronger. I'm pretty sure the red ring is just another defense double. Citation needed as usual. Is it teardrop gummy that makes you stronger? Even the sword beam gets stronger. I actually wasn't sure of that. That is not the case in A Link to the Past. Decent decisions, Daryl. Yeah, that's my new Saturday Night Live character. Decent decisions, Daryl will be all like, maybe if I leave work a little bit early, I can stop by the bank on the way. Studio audience, like, roars. They love this shit. Launches my independent film career. Dicks. Sadly, my career tanked when I made the guy with the weird face. Movie did not catch on. I'm almost sure this isn't a thing, but it looks like it wants to be a thing, so I'm gonna waste a bomb on it. Yeah, that was wasted. Anyway, here's Dungeon 2. Or Labyrinth 2? Yeah, I think there are labyrinths in this game. Here they are, the ropes. Nope, ropes. No, the manual calls them ropes. Yeah, I think Dungeon 1 is the only one I really remember any details about. It's all blind. From here on. Really, the whole rest of the game is, I think. Rather open layout in this one. Ow. Thing. These, I guess, aren't choo-choos. What do they got? I think they're just gels. Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna consult my enclosed instruction book one more time. Zol and Gel. Jelly-like monsters that walk about, bouncing around in labyrinths. When Link cuts Zol, it splits into 2 gels. Gel has little attacking power, but Zol has twice the power of Gel. There is no choo-choo, only Zol. Even when you get the map in this game, I do not believe it helps you differentiate what rooms you've been in already and have not. We also start reaching a point where, like, okay, like the... Okay, never mind. This map does. Your mini-map, I don't think, does. We start reaching a point where, like, most of the walls of the game seemingly are abominable. But we may not be at that point yet. I don't remember where in the game you get the magic boomerang. Or if you... But I think you fight some blue boomerang nerds. These gels suck so much the boomerang can get... Oh, the booty! Crescent-shaped dungeon. Let me get this out of the way right now, and I'll say it again later when I find it. No, it's not a swastika. It was a Manji dungeon. It's only a swastika if it's diagonal. The Manji is a nice symbol. Hold on, am I gonna... Hey, ow. Yep, there it is. Boomerang better. Can you imagine how much more that room would have sucked if I didn't have the sword and the ring? More specifically, says Techman, the L's and the swastika are backwards. Write that too, yes. Here's the Moldugas. Is to say that... shape snakes. It was just like, what, you want us to draw a snake? Shit, that's hard. What about some orbs? That move in a sequence. Uh-huh. I think this was the game's subtle way of tutorializing that I may want to use bombs in some places. Yeah, I didn't realize I was getting the magic boomerang dungeon too. That's pretty swift. Kicks a bit of ass, doesn't it? So, maybe I can just save a key? It seems to be the case, yeah. Just take the bomb route. Not use a key on that. So hang on. Is the magic boomerang my treasure for this dungeon, or do I get another thing? We shall see. Yep, you know what? Oh, well, hang on. I'm gonna jump the gun here. I mentioned that I intend to drop a little Tears of the Kingdom spoiler. You know, not usually something I do. Dodongo dislikes smoke. There it is. That's kind of a famous one, because when he says dislikes smoke, what he actually means is they hate it when you jam high explosives into them, so they explode. And die from exploding. Famously disliked by most creatures. Yeah, never mind. I guess I'm not dropping that spoiler now. Dead. Next time. And it's fairly late, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and call that my start. Oh yeah, I think the only way to save in this game is to kill yourself. Select also pauses the game. As a matter of fact, wait, select only pauses the game. Start brings up your menu, which also kind of pauses the game. Right, anyway, lore-wise, I believe I'm assembling the Triforce of Courage. Maybe. Hang on. You know what? I'm gonna consult my enclosed instruction book. In the midst of a... Hold on. The background of this manual is way too busy. Alright, tell you what. I'll die while I read this. Eventually. Yada yada, there was a little kingdom in the land of Hyrule. A legend was being handed down from generation to generation, the legend of the Triforce, golden triangles possessing mystical powers. One day, an evil army attacked the peaceful little kingdom and stole the Triforce of power. That's good. This army was led by Ganon, the powerful Prince of Darkness, who sought to plunge the world into fear and darkness under his rule. You know what? Hang on. There we go. Fearing his wicked rule, Zelda, the princess of this kingdom, split up the Triforce of Wisdom, well, that's what I'm collecting, into 8 fragments and hid them throughout the realm to save the remaining Triforce from the clutches of the evil Ganon. So the Triforce of Courage is the one that appears only in the second game, and that's the first time you see the completed Triforce, the ending of Zelda 2. At the same time, she commanded her most trustworthy nursemaid, Impa, to secretly escape into the land and find a man with enough courage to destroy the evil Ganon. She settled on this green boy with no pants. Upon hearing this... Ganon grew angry, imprisoned the princess, and sent out a party in search of Link. Yeah, there's the magical sword. We don't get the Master Sword in this one. Raven Forest Mountains, Impa fled for her life from her pursuers. She got surrounded. Link showed up, killed all the dudes. Wow, he's way courageous. He should probably go destroy it. Use the Triforce wisely. That's nonsense. You don't use the Triforce. Some more lore in here and there. Not a whole lot. The booklet goes over the shapes of the dungeons. Relying on what Impa had told him, Link has to somehow make his way to Death Mountain. Here on the NES, it's not extremely apparent when you're on Death Mountain, but believe me, it's there. Now, let's see. Link just might be able to find out where the mountain is by carefully studying where and when the monsters appear. I think that's a hint to how it mentions that Lynels are the guardians of Death Mountain. I mentioned that Lynels are pretty cool. I actually really like Lynels. Alright, that's enough out of me. Hey, thanks for watching. I have enjoyed this so far. I'm sure I will enjoy it less as it drags on. But for right now, I don't regret this decision. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I'll be back on Thursday with more Zelda. More poking. More Christianity. More grumbles. Yeah, again, this game's not kidding. When it says look up the manual for details, now there's details in there. Where? Okay, that's enough. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching. Hold on, hang on. What's going on with that sword? That is not a Link sword. Alright, bye.